But everybody, again, welcome back to Rock Titan. I'm your host, Scotty J. I'm sure you're all sick of me by now, but you're not going to be sick of me because of my guest with me right now, Vera Bloom. You are going to be hearing a lot more of her. She just had her brand new EP come out, her sophomore EP. It's me, and it's awesome. And Vera, thank you for joining me on Rock Titan.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So you're down there in Nashville. And like we were talking about a little while ago, even though we were basically miming as far as the audience is concerned, you just had a birthday
I
and
did.
you had the CD release party just a couple days before that. So it's been a very busy end of September, beginning of October for you. But you got to be really excited about everything, yeah?
I am. I am very, very excited, pumped, a little bit tired, but don't tell anyone. And yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
Like I'm hyped up, and I think other people are hyped up, and just want to keep the momentum going. You know?
That's it. That's all you can do. That's all you
Yeah.
can do. But and I
Yeah.
was joking around with you. I know you're going to be dating an NFL football player here in the not too distant future, charging thousands of dollars for ticket prices to see you around the world. But you'll have earned
Yeah.
it all. You'll have earned it all.
I'm more of a baseball fan, if I'm honest. But
Okay. All right. Okay. So here's the question, because I know you're originally from Washington State, right? So what does that make you? Does that make you a Seattle Mariners fan, or?
Yeah, the M's definitely have a place in my heart.
Okay.
And I think they're a great team, and like that team alone has put out a lot of incredible players who have ended up on other teams. So there's something special about the Mariners, I think. But I'm biased for sure.
Well, in my day growing up, it's later than your day, but I'm still young at heart though. But Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey
Yeah.
Sr. for that matter, they're just a couple of products, and then Hiro Suzuki.
Randy Johnson,
oh well, yeah. You know what? I think of him with the Diamondbacks, and
Alex Rodriguez.
oh my God,
Come
he did start.
on.
Look at you!
That's
You
what
are baseball, Vera Bloom. Oh
I
my
told
God,
you.
you're schooling me here, and I actually played ball through college. Oh, I am very impressed right now. Oh my God,
Thank
you
you.
you might just have made it to the very top of my list. I wasn't planning on going
Wow.
all fanboy,
Wow.
fangirl here, but you kind of got me. You got me a little hot, because baseball is my game. I mean, look at me. I mean,
I was just gonna say, it's not a baseball. Is that Phillies?
My Phillies are in the playoffs. We're going to be playing the Braves. Oh, come on now.
Mm,
You got me talking about baseball here, Vera. We're supposed to be talking about
I know.
your
This is
new
what
EP,
happens.
but oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, we got to go to a ball game somehow, some way.
Yeah. Make it happen.
You're gonna come up on tour. You're gonna come up on tour here toward Philadelphia. And we
Okay.
can make this next season, because
Yep.
obviously we're in a
Surely.
postseason now.
Yes.
But
Yes.
next March, April, when things get kicked off, come on up north.
All right.
I'll take you to a ball game.
All right. Let's go.
So yeah, right on. God, we really went off on a tangent, but
Yeah.
it's all good. So it's funny, because I was joking about the influences that you've had musically earlier, just because of your sound. I mean, and for me, it had such a punk rock, alternative rock type feel that was so reminiscent of some of my favorite music and musicians that I've been listening to since the early '80s. So for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Where did those influences come from? Like, who introduced you to music and wet your whistle?
So yeah, I grew up listening. My parents, I listened to a lot of their music. So it was like, like Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Pink Floyd, Jackson Brown, James Taylor, like Carole King, a lot of songwriters and classic rock bands and rock bands from that era. And then I had my own mixture of like late 90s, early 2000s rock, especially stuff that was coming out of Seattle, that kind of absorbed into me. And then I started writing like my own music on the piano, and then it eventually switched to the guitar. And I thought at first I was like writing kind of like folk music, but then when I started playing with a band, one of the guys was like, "You have a really 90s sound." And I just always have. I don't know why. I think it's just because those were my years of growing up, and so yeah, it just like comes out of me like this 90s kind of sound. And then then in my later years, I feel like I started actually choosing the music I wanted to listen to. And then I was like, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. So later in my life, in my songwriting career, I was like drawing on intentionally, like one of my songs, Bad Decisions, I was like, we're going Joan Jett on this one.
Right
And
on.
yeah, and stuff like
Right.
that. So I have a lot of accidental influences, but I have intentional ones, and it's just a mixture. It really is, but it's a lot of old stuff for sure.
I love it. I dig it. And you know what? That's like really some of the older, styles, genres of music are really making their way back. I mean, and I think it's just evidenced by the success of bands like Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah,
Obviously, when you hear them, there's been the comparison to Led Zeppelin from the very beginning,
yeah.
and it's
They're like,
undeniable.
Led who? I've never heard of them.
Right? Oh, I love AC/DC, Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
I love that in the Spider-Man movie. They start playing AC/DC and Peter Parker, Tom Holland. Tom Holland, yeah, he's like, I love Led Zeppelin. Like, you freaking
Yeah, yeah,
poser. Oh my God. But
yeah.
yeah, but Joan Jett, I was born at the same hospital as Joan Jett, so that's cool that
Oh, cool.
she's an influence of yours. But yeah, no, so I mean all that music, Dirty Shirley, or not Dirty Shirley, Dirty Honey. Dirty Shirley's a
Mm.
band too with Dino Jalusic. But Dirty Honey, that's what I was thinking of. They've got that, classic rock and roll style, which I really dig. So, obviously you're not playing all of the instruments on this
I'm
EP
not.
of yours. So, how did the rest of these band members come together? Is this a family affair? Are these friends that you've known for years? Did you have a manager say, Vera, we're going to put you with these guys and you're going all the way? How did this happen?
Um, it's a mixture. So like the bass player is from the first EP that I put out.
Okay.
And then the drummer kind of came on board um, before or post or pre, I don't even know, post COVID a little bit before shows got. I was like, I need a drummer to play with. And so
Right on.
Brian, his name's Ryan, he came on board. He kind of did a little audition. He was referred to from other friends in the scene. And so then that leaves the guitar player who is my ex. And so but I like, so I write the songs. I do a little like crappy garage band full band demo, and then I bring it to the band that I play live shows with, and I'm like, let's learn these.
Okay.
And I do really let them kind of bring, like, the guitar player can bring his own tones in, and the drummer is like, I'm not a drummer, I just do good garage band loops, and so he like actually plays the drums on them, and so it like adds flesh to the bones essentially. So it's kind of cool because and even going into the studio, the engineer Jeremy, he has his own influence on the sound and everything. So
Okay.
everyone is essentially a little producer in a way.
Right on.
But I'm very particular in like what I like and what I don't like. So
Sure.
it's yeah. So it's kind of like I give people the freedom to bring their awesomeness to the songs, but there'll be many times where I'm like, nah, I don't like that. Let's try something else. Or like, the energy needs to grow here or less here and blah blah blah. So it's definitely a collaborative affair for sure.
But you're the boss lady.
I'm the boss lady. You can't handle it, get out.
Right on. Now, I'm stuck on this idea of your ex being your guitarist. Is that still the case?
No, his last show, we were very professional. His last show was the EP release party that just happened.
Okay, because I was going to say, I mean, that might have worked out, I mean, there could have been something to that because, like, way back in the day when Gwen Stefani first started out in No Doubt, um, her I, her ex was in the band. I think he was the bass
Okay.
player though. I think he was the bass player. You know, but then
Okay.
obviously she went on to Rossdale, and then she went on to this new dude, Blake, whatever the heck his name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that stuff,
Uh,
but you never know. You know, I mean that's cool though. But you got a good ensemble now. You got a good ensemble now, and you guys
mm,
have good chemistry, and you're gonna be
yeah.
getting out there live.
Y-
Now, Nashville.
yes.
Nashville is a hot spot, no doubt. So it's great down there. But you came from Seattle. I mean, so it's like I think obviously you got music in your bones. But you didn't just go from Seattle to Nashville directly, did you? You did. Did I see that you'd spent some time in New York?
I did. Yeah. I was living in New York. So
Okay.
I lived 2 years in the city and then couldn't afford it anymore. I moved upstate, a little up, not upstate, like Poughkeepsie, the end of the train
I
line
know it.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was like, what the heck am I doing? I needed a new start. And I knew a lot of people down here in Nashville. So I was like, I met a girl who started playing music with me. We were doing like a totally different project, but I was like, let's go. And so we went and that all fell apart, but it's for the best. And I started writing this new music and just doing this thing. So it's been good. I've been here 5.5 years already. It's
That's the
wild.
place to be. My good friend Zach Dubois. I'm shouting out at you, Zach. He's in a
Oh,
band down there, Guillotine, and a
oh,
couple.
cool.
Yeah, a couple other bands. I don't know if you've ever run into him, but he's an awesome drummer, and yeah, he made home down there in Nashville. I miss him
Right
though. He
on.
used to be up here in Jersey. But
Yeah.
you ever hang out with Kid Rock at his place down there?
No.
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 Oh my
That's
gosh.
not my scene. I First of all, Broadway, no. Anything that has the name of like a mega person, no. It's just
Well, you're going to
I
be a
don't think.
mega person. They're going to have streets in Nashville named after you soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Vera
where well,
Bloom. I mean,
that's where
that's
I'll
you
hang
know,
out then.
seriously, is Vera Bloom your birth name or is that a stage name?
It is my stage name, but I really like it a lot and I resonate with it.
I was gonna say that sounds like too Hollywood. Like, surely your parents did not name you Vera Bloom. You know, it sounds like
Yeah, yeah.
a series of novels. You know, The Adventures of Vera Bloom.
Yeah. Well,
But
I mean, I'm writing the book, so
there you go. You are writing the
yeah,
book. Oh my
I
God.
am.
All right. So It's Me just came out. What are we doing in support of that? You've got the official music video out there. I think you got a lyric video out there in
Mhm.
support of it. Are you doing any other kind of official music videos?
Um, no, I really liked the way that the lyric video turned out, and
Okay.
it's kind of a cross between like a real video and a lyric video. So I'm satisfied with it. I do my own videos, so it was a lot of work, and I'm just moving on. But I have next week. I'm playing 3 shows. So that'll be just a mini regional tour in support of it, and then I do my own booking, and so
Okay.
I've been so hyper focused on this release and the EP release party that I like missed the window to really do some fall touring. So I'm spending the winter to hit like late spring and some summer and see where that takes me.
Got to get you into some festivals next year.
Yes, I would absolutely love that.
That would be killer. Well, you're
That
dealing
would
with some
be.
good publicists now. So, you know,
Yeah,
you're on
yeah.
the right path. There's some really good people and they've got an amazing roster of talent that they've represented that I've been
Mhm.
speaking with for years and years and years. So, you're
Right on.
definitely in good company there, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So how long was it between your first EP and your second EP? How much time had gone by? When was your last one out?
That came out in 2020.
Okay, so it's
I
only been a
think.
few years. Now, given
Yeah.
that you're putting out EPs versus like full length, you know, what are we talking about? We're talking about 4, 5, 6 songs really at the most. But
Yeah.
do you have any other material that like didn't make the cutting room floor on this particular EP that you're going to put out in another one, or like are you already busy writing for your next album even though you just put this out? Because I know that with the mixing and the mastering and the overall production of everything from the time you're in the studio doing everything. I mean, it can take a long time or it could
Yeah.
be a quick turnaround time. So I guess that kind of leads into the question: how long did it take for It's Me to get done, start to finish?
It's Me was not planned. It was a string of singles, basically.
Okay.
I had been releasing. I think I released the first single, which was I think "Say Goodbye," which is the second track. But so I released that like a year and a half ago, and I kept doing it like every other
Okay.
month, basically.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So it's the title track, "It's Me," was the last one
Right.
to be released, but that came out with the whole thing. But it really kind of all came together, and I was like, this feels right to just put these 6 songs. They need a home, and it really is like a new chapter for me.
That's cool.
And so yeah, so I was like, what the hell? Just do another second EP. People already love these songs, but they don't have like a physical home. And I wanted to do the vinyl, so I just kind of was like, let's do it, and made an EP out of all of them.
Right on. Now, with
Yeah,
your
and
look and your, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, I was going to answer your other question, which is I do have more material,
Okay.
but I didn't get it. I didn't have it recorded yet,
All right.
so I'm gonna just keep writing, like with this new chapter. Just keep writing, and I want a full length. That's the goal.
Right on.
We'll see what happens.
I like it. Yeah. No, because it's funny because some musicians out there that have been like established for a really long time, they're like, I'm never putting out another full length album again. Forget it. Like I'm
Really.
only doing EPs, and they swear by that. And then there are some bands nowadays. They're like, we're just going to put out singles, and we're just going to
Hmm.
release them, digitally whenever, and
Yeah.
that's just how we're going to do it. And
Yeah.
the industry has just changed so much, since the digital age, and now with AI, you don't even know if you're listening to the real person. You know?
I know, it's so sad. Blah. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like I heard Frank Sinatra singing like Ball with the Ball by Kid Rock the other day, and I'm like, I don't think he was still alive when that song came out, you
I
know?
know. I know.
But it's
Yeah.
like, geez, I mean, they could make me sound good. You just don't know. It's scary. It's scary times we're in. But I know you
Uh-huh.
got to get going, and I don't certainly want to hog up your evening, although I have very much enjoyed speaking with you. And again,
I
everybody,
have
we
as
are here
well.
with Vera Bloom. It's Me is out right now. We're gonna have all the links to all social media and where you can get this, download it, and all that stuff. But
Beautiful.
so your sound, your look, the camera loves you. Have you auditioned for like America's Got Talent or like The Voice, X Factor, like any of that stuff? Have you ever tried out for any of that?
I have. I like did two times with The Voice. They have
Okay.
like I don't think I signed like an NDA or anything. But they have like the stadium auditions,
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
have
yeah.
the real auditions where they actually like what's it called? Like recruit people essentially.
Okay. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they have like the real one. So I've been in the real one a couple times,
Wow. All
but
right.
never. I know it's big, yeah, but it never went anywhere.
Okay. Now, is that
Yeah.
something that you think you might ever pursue again?
Nah, I think it's my window's closed because they're like, "How old are you?" Like you have to like hold up this sign, and it's like your
Really?
name, yeah, your name, your age, like all this shit. Like, so
Wow.
I think they have this like little tiny window, and if you're too young, too old, you don't fit.
You could do America's Got Talent then because Steel Panther was on there, and those guys are
Yes.
pros. Like, how crazy is that?
Yeah, yeah.
I've had all those
Or
guys
maybe
on the
we'll see.
show. It's so funny. Like I had Mike on and Satchel and those
Uh-huh.
dudes. Like they've all been on Rock Titan, so you're with good company
Yeah,
now,
right on.
Vera. But I'm thinking, as soon as I found out that they were going on America's Got Talent, I'm like, wait a minute, wait. Forget about the fact that these guys been touring the world and have like
Yeah,
10 albums out right now.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
um, so they're like pros amongst all these people that are actually trying to get to where these guys have
Hmm.
already gotten to. But I'm like, their live show. I've
Yeah,
been there. I don't
I feel
think
like they
that
had to have gotten paid to be on the show, right?
there had to be something going on, and they had to
Yeah.
have signed like some serious legal documentation saying we will not throw dildos around on stage. You know,
Yeah,
I will
yeah,
not use one on my guitar, you know, as my slide
yeah,
rail or anything like that. I mean, because those
yeah.
guys are, you know, a little risque, you know. And then,
I've never been to a show, but I've heard.
oh my gosh,
I've heard.
the, if you like glam metal and like that classic hair band 80s
Mhm.
rock and roll,
Yeah,
like that's what they do, you
yeah,
know.
like Twisted Sister vibes.
I'm not going to insult Steel Panther with some steel with Twisted Sister. I used to be a D.
Like the
Snyder.
whole like banter
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
berating the audience and
Definitely,
stuff like
definitely,
that. That's what I mean. That's
for
what I
sure.
mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm taking a jab at D. Snyder because he just pissed me off, and I
Oh,
used to really love that
that's
dude.
fair. That's fair.
But yeah, no, but they're great. They're a lot of fun, and I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking it would be so cool if you went on tour with them, but man, that just you would need to be out more with like Taylor Swift. You know, like I think you could like
I don't
rock.
know about that.
You know, you
I
don't
mean,
think?
I
Who would you like
wouldn't
to tour
say
with if you had a person that like you know like your dream tour of who you'd like to share the stage with? Who would it be?
I don't know. I'm still deciding, but that the band Wet Leg, they look like so much fun. That's
Okay.
like a newer band.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, some people say like Deftones or I
Ooh.
just want to meet Joan Jett. I don't even have to tour with her. I just want to meet her, say hi,
You
take her
know what?
hand.
Yeah, you could play with her.
But
Yeah, I could see you
I
definitely
would.
playing with her.
I'm trying to manifest that. I really
Joan
am.
Jett, Lita Ford,
Hmm.
Ann
Yeah, I mean,
Wilson. Yeah.
yeah, Heart. I could do some of that for sure.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I know.
that'd be hot. That'd be hot. All right. Well, we'll have to see what we can do. In the
All
meantime,
right.
I'm definitely going to be looking very forward to following your career. And
Thank you.
I've had Nashville like in my travel plans for years now, just
Right
because I've
on.
got a couple of friends down there, and now I have another one. Now I have
That's
another
true.
one. I'll be knocking on Vera's door, be like, "Let me in," you know. So
Be
yeah,
like,
we'll hang
yeah.
out. We'll do some
Cool.
bar hopping, you know, or at least I'll come to some of your live shows. But anyway, Miss Vera Bloom, it has been awesome hanging out with you. Thank you so much. And
That's been fun.
everybody, if you have enjoyed this podcast every much as much as I know you have, show us a little bit of love. You know, give us a subscribe and go check out all of our hundreds of thousands of other interviews that we've been doing over the years. And go check out Vera Bloom's channel. We're going to have that in here. Give her some love and go check out It's Me. Go check out Eyes on
Yes.
You. Pretty awesome
Thank you.
stuff off the newest EP, It's Me. And Vera, thank you again. I'm
Thank you.
Scotty
It's been
J.
fun.
You're watching Rock Titan. We're out.